That is the question. Hello. Okay, you can hear me. That's good. That's good. Let's check now. Stop, stop, stop. And activate. There we go. Come on now. Don't be like that. Don't be like that. Working on it. I'm working on it. Do I need to check my connection? Is there something wrong with my physical connection to my... Let me go see if the light is on. Is the device even... Is it check out? Good. Okay, the light is on. Try. Okay. Plug back in. Had a bad connection to my computer. Hang on. There it is. Hey-oh. Hey-oh. Come on now. There we go. Okay. Okay, we're getting things set. You love to see it. You love to see it. Okay, so here's the situation. So we are in, I believe, this town right here. Yes, we are right here, centered in the screen. There are storms to our north that have been popping off. And then there's this whole line of stuff. I think the move is to run towards Joplin because things are supposed to develop further out there. I really would like to go check out and see some of the not the reflectivity, I'm sorry. Some of the velocities going on. Hello? It's very much the wrong one. I got some of the velocities on these storms. See if there's maybe it might be a little something. How about from over here in Springfield? Okay, storms aren't really spinning yet, but you know what? They got plenty of time to do that. It is only about 4:30, which I'm so sorry that we started this much later. But yeah, go away. Go away. But today we have a wonderful... Yes. Please. Okay. She's not going to work for us, so that's okay. We're going to run this thing right here. And that'll be fine. All right. So we are going to run off towards the wonderful town of Joplin. We're going to keep an eye on some of these storms that are to our northeast-ish. Which I will show to you in a moment because we'll be sort of facing that way. You can definitely see the big plumes that are firing up into the atmosphere. But I'm all fueled up. So sorry for the late start. I had to clean off my camera and I had to find a gas station to do that, and I wasn't near one. I also needed to flip up my cell signal booster so that y'all can actually see me out here and coming up on Missouri. So what we're looking at is these towers over here. They're shooting on up, and those are some of those storms that are kind of up in the middle. Wow, that is a lot of stuff. Maybe we work with the National Weather Service radar. Maybe the move here. Okay. That over. Thank you. Yeah, so those are what we're going for, those big cubes. But I need to go. Where are my maps? Yes, okay. So we're going here. Awesome. We're going to make our way towards Tulsa. We're going to make our way towards Joplin, Missouri. Yes, sir. Look at that. All right. Your YouTube feed. There we go. Okay, so there's nobody watching. That's really great. Slow down because I'm definitely out of town. And let me look on my phone at some of this stuff that wasn't really loading before. Yeah, that's looking real lovely. It's real pretty. Yeah, there's definitely some. Holy cow, those kicked off further. Over up north of Salina, kind of north Kansas. Wow, those are. That is a pretty prominent hook echo that one has. There's like 3 different warnings on that thing. Holy cow. They're popping off. I like it. I like it. Down here, it should be good as well. Seeing some rotation on some of the more southerly storms, but those aren't quite what we're after. We're after the stuff. There's going to be more towards Carthage. Those other things. They should develop us something. Uh, Today's going to be a very interesting day. Very, very interesting day. Oh, wow, that is actually starting to. What direction am I even facing? Oh, what a great pothole. Holy cow. Okay, so I'm facing highway, so it's. So that should be pretty much right. Okay, so that's just obscured by some of the clouds, but there's one kind of to our left that is really looking pretty good. It's already starting to rotate, but this is a pretty decent environment that we're in. It's gonna be weird though, because the main line that's kind of driving a lot of this stuff today is going to be up in Kansas, and it's not going to come down here. Like this part of the tornado percent chance, the outlook, it's not going to come down this far south, except until later in the night from this thunderstorms. But I think they extended it down here, not because of that, because of some of these random bubbles that are some blurbles that are popping up here and there, which is what we're after today. So I'm out of DFW. I don't have the time to go running north of all. Time to go right up north. See if we get everything. Just need to check maybe on my phone, see how good these are. How good is the stream? It's the quality of video we're looking at here. Okay, that's not bad. That's not bad at all. That's always trippy to stream your own stream, though. So where am I turning? I'm turning in Adair. Town of Adair. So that point, I can. Yeah, see, that's already spinning. It's already rotating at the lowest level. That's really good. It's got lightning, which means it's kind of upticking. Wow, I'm surprised that this one is already looking so promising, especially when some of the other ones in the area are some of the ones further north of Anita. You're not looking quite so great. Well, keep an eye on them. The one thing I'm worried about is right now, a lot of these clouds that are just fizzling up in the sky are high based. I'm worried that it's going to be a high base day and we're going to have a chance of getting a lot close to the ground. Like you can kind of see out there that fact that you can see that from, gosh, that's got to be 30 miles away, is just nuts. That's high base. Oh, there we go. I don't know if y'all can see it. It's too far. Okay, so that's the storm there. That's the big blue. Looking at it. It's rotating, but the base is not like it's there. Ironically, it has sonic rotation to it. It's got plenty of time. Excited. It's gonna be a big chase day. Well, let's keep going. Great. Gas mileage. Wow, there's more storms popping up. There's a lot of stuff. Sorry. Some aren't looking the greatest, but some of them are also looking pretty good. Again, I am shocked at how well these are looking this early on. Take a pause when we get to the zero there. It's probably where the storm is going to go straight through. Yeah, you can see the rain coming down from that. I don't know. Maybe there is a small base on it, but I just don't think I can see it at this point. Either way, the wind is ripping. The wind on the ground is moving northward pretty darn quickly. When I was at the gas station, man, it was just zooming on through. Oh, chilling. Let's look at the evolution of this here storm. How's it been moving? Yeah, that's been good development. I like that. I like it. There we go. Okay. Wait for a new radar scan list. Now, one of the things that some of the models were showing is that some of these are going to uptick. The HRRR was showing that they're going to kind of fade away. A lot of these big storms that was predicting in this area were going to fade away pretty significantly. Fizzle out pretty quickly. But the NAM was showing that they were going to be a lot more prolonged. They're actually going to turn into a line. But I mean, everything on the NAM turns into a line. I was surprised that they stayed discreet for as long as they did on the NAM, which is usually that's probably a good sign for today. But everything around here seems like it's going to end up pretty darn cellular and clustered. It's just going to have to be a very interesting day. Yeah. The more I look at this, the more I'm liking it. This is good. This is good. Where is the dare? 11 miles? No, 11 miles. Stay here. Got like 24 miles. Okay, so that 30-mile estimate of how far away it was actually not bad off. Wow, that is a tall tower. Oh my gosh. The ceiling for how tall these storms can get today is really incredible. I mean, that's just evident of a very hot day, I guess, but at the same time, I mean, that is up there. Either it's really hot, really high up in the, it's just not condensing very quick as it goes up. And I don't think that's the case. Or updraft today is incredible. In which case, we're going to get some crazy hail and very likely some very strong tornadoes. Which is, kind of what we're banking on, but at the same time, cool to see. Cool to see. I really hope it doesn't hit anybody if it does. I got some water while I was at that gas station. A little thirsty. I'm all out. I just want to show you how freaking tall that thing is. Like it's above. It goes above the what are those stratus clouds? I don't know those clouds. I don't work with those clouds as a storm chaser, so I know the name. Some of the like high kind of stratocumulus clouds, very wispy but kind of bubbly cumulus clouds that are really high up. It's above that. It like extends above that. I don't even see it anviling out yet. It's already at the height of an overshooting top, but it's not even anviling yet. Maybe I can get on the map, get it zoomed in, because that is just not showing. Oh yeah, yeah. So, oh, that's too far. That's too far. These are the two that we're looking at. So the one on the left is the storm that we are on route for, but I do want to keep track of that one on the right, just in case it does something. Oh, well, that was a bad radar scan. That's not showing good things. Maybe it's a weird spot. We're getting to the point where we can just go by looks. We don't have to go by radar scans anymore. It's always better to look at what's actually going on in front of you. Radars can get weird something one scan and then it's fine the next scan. They're also quite a few minutes apart. So get some weird things on radar. That's better to go by what you actually see. I mean, that thing is just I'm starting to get a picture here. It's really goofy being on other states' highways. You have to deal with their speed limits. Because here it's like 65. Around here is 65. Like I've seen maybe 170. And I mean a singular 70. radar scan. Let's see if it got a better. Better than them. Quite better than them. But it's okay. Now I'm seeing it. Yeah. That's in. That's in the edges of that radar. Okay. It's like this band that each radar doesn't see very well, and that one is in spot for. But on the other one, it looks fine. So not worried. But yeah, no, these are very high based. Oh my gracious, those are tall. Which hey, if we're gonna see tall thunderstorms today that are high based tornadoes can be really pretty, I will say. But it's harder. It's much harder. There's people that want to speed very desperately. I'm not in a position to stop them. Yeah, there you go. Red truck. Broom, broom. Oh, seats. To get to that point, just watch these mostly. It's all right. Y'all may not be able to see it very well, but I'm telling you, these things are super high paced. But I mean, I guess it's just starting. It has time to develop a wall cloud, like a lower mezzo, bear's cage, as some call it. Yeah, that's not great. Yeah, I'm gonna finish the turn, then I'm going to adjust the camera. Sorry, y'all. What? What are you talking at? Where's this dude honking at? I genuinely don't know what. Maybe the dude had his turn signal on and I don't. Every now and then I'll see some scud rise up into the clouds. Man, and when I see it rising, wow, that was quick. Okay, finish my turn. That can't adjust the brightness here. Yeah, there we go. Just like that. Oh, yeah, now and then on that left edge of it, I'll see some scud rise up into it. I think it's a good time too. Okay, we're about in town. Is there a good road network to chase this thing? Not particularly. Okay, so then we can always go check out some other storms. Now, though, I'm going to sit on the side of the road here. It's respawn. That's because I don't like treating me, but is there a way? I'm actually stuck down here. Is there a way I can that. I'm not having the camera as tilted. Okay, no, we're just gonna be tilted. I'm so sorry, y'all. This is the nature of stopping on the side of the road. Golly, it's so steep. All right, so we're looking at that one that's kind of on the bottom left of the screen, which is looking like it's turning into a good robust storm. You can even see right there, there's something starting to stick down. I'm wondering if it's starting to make itself a little base. Yeah, she got a little spin on her. Let's tilt up that. Oh, I'm looking at storm relative velocity. Where we look at absolute velocity. Yeah, okay, that's about the same. That's not that. That's not that different. I mean, it's getting a nice little bean shape to it on the radar. You can see it's love me a good bean, I guess. Yeah. Actually, it may be good if I go ahead and cross the road to the other side. I mean, if I'm going to be the ditch, then may as well get all the way in the ditch over here. There we go. And that way, y'all don't have cars passing in front of you. If we're going to do this, let's do it. Okay, yeah, she's starting to make a little base on her. Actually, I may just pull all the way into the middle here. I mean, this is not optimal, but I don't think I'm gonna get stuck. I'm not seeing a whole lot of water or anything. There we go. There we go. Now I'm safe. And you shouldn't have cars passing like directly in front of you. Okay, she's developing a base. I'm seeing clouds coming down. We zoom in there. Oh wow, that's really hard to make out detail. And turn that off. There. Wow, that's really hard to make out details. Okay, so actually clouds kind of in the background. It's not quite something sticking down, but it is the general area. I know that is a base. You see that? You see that forming now? Now that's holy cow. I like it. I like that. That's good. There's some nice CG light. Yeah, Scud's rising. Stuff on the base is rising, which is good. It means it's not just rotating. All right, yeah. That's the problem you can end up with. Sometimes things will just rotate and they won't actually form any kind of a real good base. Let's keep an eye on some of the other storms, see how they're doing. Still some strong rotation on them. A lot of the other stuff doesn't have very good, clear, defined rotation. This one's probably the best sell yet. Which is kind of unfortunate because it's not that great. But things are also still starting off, so you know, what are you gonna do? Oh man, just from having Oh, that sun is oppressive. Well, it's going to do what it's going to do. Now is a great time to start route planning. Because I think I want to stay on this one. I'll keep an eye on everything else, but I would very much like to stay on this one. Hey, our storm is the first one severe warned for 1 inch hail. Look at that little cone starting to develop on the bottom of that thing. I love it. Okay. Thinking I want to stay with this. This one's kind of following the road. I think if I come up here and I take a right, it'll be good. Because this is going to go north of town. So if I follow that road over, yeah. How's my road network? I mean, it's not the greatest. We'll keep an eye on it. The road network is really not the greatest, but yeah, look at that. Look at it. We are warned for hail. It's our boy. I raised that boy. I think I need a little AC here. Sorry, y'all. It's going to vibrate just a little bit, but I need some air. It is freaking cold and terrible in here. Yeah, we're starting to develop. You can also see those clouds up in front. They're moving in towards it. So this is our meso right here, going up towards it, and there's our rain-free base. So I'm seeing things wanting to develop, but it's not quite doing it yet. Well, that's really quite pretty. Scud is forming low. There's very, it's not quite picking it up, but it is forming really low. Thin wispy something, but it wants to. It wants to. There you go. You can see a little bit. You really can't. I feel like wow, that is just appearing out of nowhere. Yeah, you see that? Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, we got ourselves a wall platform. Look at that. Wow. Wow. I mean, that is just pretty. All right. Now we need to keep our eye out for some spinning motion to it. Because I can't tell. I just don't have enough like definition to see if it's rotating. Yeah. That's just a wall cloud. That's not a funnel. Don't worry, guys. It's just because it's not spinning like crazy. It's not rapid rotation, but there is very good rapid rising motion to it, which means this is where our wall cloud is trying to form. But if there's any rotation that starts, I mean, if we get any kind of a rear flank downdraft on this thing, I mean, it's game over. That thing is picking that. The rising motion on this is crazy. That is definitely picking up any ground rotation that goes on. Trying to get into the tornado very easily. So this is actually a very good teaching moment. So, Ali. So as cool air on the backside, oh, sorry, let's back up. So we've got the mesocyclone that goes up and it rotates as it goes up. On the backside of this, air will cool and it will fall. On the front side, air will condense and it will fall. And that's where you get all your rain as it gets blown over. But on the backside, you'll also get some cooling air. Now, on the backside of that, when it happens, on the backside, it hits the ground and it spreads out. On the front side, it hits the ground and it spreads out. And where they meet is usually underneath our base right here. This is our wall cloud right here. We've already got ourselves a pretty defined wall cloud. In just a couple of minutes, this is very rapidly developing. It just needs to spin more. But anyway, tornadoes don't form from the top down. What really matters is that it's going up and that it's spinning. The spinning will help pick up the motion. But what happens is you get the two meet and it starts to tumble and spin along the ground. And you've got this horizontal tube that kind of goes crossways between them and it's spinning the whole time. And then what happens is the updraft is so strong that it picks the rotation up, it picks your tube up and it bends in the middle. And then this part is now on the ground and it's kind of rotated up and doing this. And eventually it breaks it and the rotation gets picked up and it connects. So the rotation that was on the ground gets tilted up and then it gets picked up by the rest of the wall cloud of the spinning that goes on up top. That's what it's for, is to connect the spinning that's already on the ground to the spinning that's in the air. Then you've got yourself a tornado. So you'll often see ground rotation before you actually see a condensed funnel. And you'll see dust kicking up, stuff like that. So what we've got now is we've got ourselves a wall cloud. So we've got plenty of upward momentum or upward pull. We've got ourselves a good updraft here. Now, let's go look at our velocity. Let's see if this thing is actually spinning. It is. It's got some good spinning motion on it, but we can't really see that on the wall cloud right now, or I can't see it. I see it in the larger wall cloud. I don't necessarily, or the larger mesocyclone. I don't necessarily see it in the wall cloud right now. Just telling me that this thing is kind of breathing in. It's growing. It's trying to organize, but it needs time for all of the rotation and everything to kind of get down into this lowered cloud. Because right now, the rotation is going from high to low. When a tornado happens, it's going to go from low to high, and they're going to connect in the middle. It's a two-pronged approach. Usually, what you'll see is the base will kind of flatten out, and it'll get very linear along the edge. And then you'll start to see a cone descend from that. That's usually when you're seeing a tornado. But, oh, hey, we've got a like. And the nice thing is there's not really a median on this road. Like if I want to, I could turn all the way around. It's a complete highway. Like if something goes wrong and I need to bolt south, I can do that. I can get straight out of the way. I'm in a very safe spot here. I can get close while still having a very safe way of getting away. Interesting. So right now what I'm doing is I'm looking for rotation. That's what I care about. I care about rotation. I'm starting to see a little bit. If you look on the left side, I'm not sure if it shows up on the stream, but if you look on the left side, it's kind of moving from left to right, which means we've got some good rotation. So if some ground circulation starts to happen, seeing plenty of upward motion, plenty of rising, I'm starting to see some rotation happen. All it needs to do is pick up that ground rotation and you've got yourself a tornado. And no, what we've got on the right is not a developing tornado. It's not, that part is not spinning. It's much broader rotation that we're seeing right now. And then one of the things that actually develops this into a tornado is when you've got the updraft. It's almost like taking and you're stretching your rotation, you're pulling it thin because the updraft is pulling it apart. And when you do that, it's like whenever you take and you constrict your motion when you're spinning really fast, like a figure skater. Oh, wow. I'm seeing rain start to wrap around on the backside of this. So we've got rain start, the rotation must be very strong there in the upper level of it. So I'm starting to see a rain curtain come around the backside of this, and it may just be the angle that we're at, but okay, this thing is picking up. I would not be surprised if on the next radar scan we see a good hook developed on that, because that rain is wrapping very quickly around the backside. Rotation looks a little messy on radar, but it is quite robust. I mean, honestly, look at where the cloud is. Look at where the rain is on the backside. Look how far back that's going. Oh, yep. I'm seeing rotation in the middle there. Let me try now. You're starting to see that in the middle. You see there's some that are moving to the right and there's some that are moving to the left. You can barely see it. Oh, wait, hang on. I actually have to have this turned on. Otherwise, my cell signal booster is turned off because it's powered by my car. Still with that ever rapid rising motion. Man, if a tornado develops, this thing is going to be violent. But the motion on this storm, the parent storm, is already very significant. At this point in time, it's not organized enough to really develop a robust tornado, but I mean, it probably wouldn't be very long lived, but man, it would be violent. Okay, it may actually be time to start getting going. This is going to start passing over in front of us, and I really want to stay ahead of this thing. It's definitely moving. It's not moving towards us. We're going to take like a right here. So we're going to be moving closer to parallel, if not a little bit away from it. But I think the time has come to start moving along. Sorry, your view's going to get a little obstructed. Love that. Was a little bit afraid of getting stuck in, but that's okay. Just gotta get a little momentum behind me is all. So I can back up just fine. Oh, I need to turn my traction control off. Well, we may be boned here.